Hi everyone. This is the weekly signal review for the Monday the 9th of January to 13th, the Friday, January, yeah? I had given out three signals, which was, we can start with the UJ. So we will just replay. Yeah, so there was one, which was, this was our entry, this was a stop loss. And looking that this was an aggressive entry, I was looking to get maybe 1-to-1 risk reward. So let's see what happened. So waited, the entry entered there, then we waited and it got out there. So it was a very quick in and out. Reason being, it was an uptrend, so there was no reason for me to hold on to this trade. So UJ had this is just 1R for UJ, a positive 1R. Then we go to gold. So there's an entry for gold on the 9th. Let's see where it is. It's the 9th. Right there. It is right there. So I know you're wondering what these lines are. So this first one is the London Open, and this is the New York Open. As I always tell my students, it's always good to know when to get the best volume, and the best volumes are London and New York Open. Yeah. So this was an entry that we got. So let's just play it out real quick so we see exactly what happened. So I gave out, I think, around this area, because we know we usually need to sell where sellers are and also buy where buyers are. So let's play and see. So the trade went in, got into a nice entry right there. Then it came back for another retest, and then it dropped down. I was targeting these lows because here where the buyers are. Yeah. So it came down, started going up a bit, then eventually started pushing down aggressively. So by that time, my target was already hit. So at around, yeah, that much. So the entry was, let's see how long it took. Yeah, the entry was at around 5:45. This is East Africa time, and it took around 2 hours 45 minutes for my TP to get hit, and that was around 3.5 risk reward. And then eventually there was Euro JPY. So let's go back to the 9th. Euro JPY was here. Yeah, so let's look at it. This was an aggressive entry too. So unfortunately this one stop loss got hit. Yeah, so it was going up, went up, it got hit, and yeah, that was it. So this one was a negative 1R, but we were looking to sell. It was an aggressive, it's even as you look at it, it's an aggressive entry, because it's an uptrend. Yeah. So if we look at it, we had this was a 1R. UJ had 1R, gold had 3.5R, and then Euro JPY had minus 1R. So overall, we had a winning day of 3.5R. Yeah, so this is for the Tuesday 10th January. So I sent one trade, and then but I got two trades this day. So the first one was a London time. So let's just play and see what happened. So what happened was Frankfurt opened at this time, so it pushed up and it sold down. Yeah, but we were looking for buying, because the other time we said we buy where buyers are and we sell where sellers are. So once the market went up, I was looking now for my buying entries. Yeah, so the market came down, went up again, and then came down, hit my entry. My entry was taken right there, and then I waited for an exit. at this high because it's your previous high. And then eventually it did, so I got out right there. So what I noticed was it gave me a double top. So so the people from my class can know what that means. That means it's liquidity, which is there. This is where the money is, most of the money is. So I waited for a signal on the New York session, yeah, because New York was just about to open. So I waited patiently, and my entry was triggered at around there. So it was a sniper entry. Put my entry, my stop loss, and I was just trying to target just above here so that we can go and just trade like with the big boys and try and get all those take profits right there, the stop losses. So like that, and my take profit was smashed right there. So what happened now was you'll notice the first trade was around 2.7, the next one was around 9R, 9.1R. Yeah, and that was good for the day. Then there was another one, I think I sent GU also. That was on the 10th, so let's go back to the 10th. Right there. Yeah, so for this one it was a very quick in and out because it was an aggressive entry, because as you can see it was still a downtrend. So let's relay and see. So it hit. So what happened right here, it happened very fast, huh? You cannot tell, huh? But if you go down to your M5s is when you realize what exactly happened. It came in, hit my entry, right? As you can see, it hit my entry, then took off, pop, hit my take profit, and I was out. That gave me a 1.7R for that one trade, huh? Yeah, so that was it. So on Tuesday I made the 2.7, sorry, the 1.7, and then GJ had 2.7 and a 9. Yeah, so it came to 13.4R for Tuesday. Yes. Yeah, so this is 11th Wednesday of January. So let's just play. I was looking for a buy from here, so it was an aggressive entry, so I was looking for around 1R. So let's just play and see what happened. So the market pulled down, gave a lot of liquidity at the top, but because it was an aggressive trade, I really didn't. So what happened was it came in and went back up. So this is a very, very quick in and out trade. So it entered, hit, I got up my 1R there, so my TP was taken, and then I just waited for the retracement. It went down. Now I was waiting for the New York session. So we just waited, we waited, and then right there is when I noticed it gave me double tops, liquidity. I waited for the trade to come back down. So it started going down, and then now I looked for my entries, and my entries was right there. Put my entry, my stop loss, waiting for that target to hit, and it got hit right there. So I was looking for these highs to be hit, to be taken out, and you can see they were taken out right there. Yeah, so I was aiming for around 4.5R. Yeah, and that was GBP AUD. This was for gold. I had given a buy entry. So let's see what happens. What happened? So the market went up, started going up. We're looking for a buying opportunity. So our target was came down. Unfortunately, this trade we got in and we got stopped out. So this is a -1 for gold. And then now there was the AUD pair, where now we were looking for sells. So our entry was here, our stop loss was right there. So we waited for the trade to go. So London had opened here, it came and triggered. There was a sniper entry, and then we were targeting these lows because these were where the buys started from. Yeah, if you need more information, you can still get into the Bono Fx Academy if you want to learn much more of how we enter, how we take our profits, what we are targeting, and also our trade management also. Yeah, so the market started dropping, it took out these lows, took those lows, and eventually it just smashed our TP right there. And that was it. That was around 9.4, so let's just say 9R. Yeah, so for the day we had GBP AUD was 1R, and then plus another 4.5, and then gold gave us a minus 1R, and then AUD had a 9R. So overall we had a 13.5R. This is your reward, yeah, because we usually do a risk reward for, yeah, so we risk 1, we try to make at least 2 or more. Yeah, this is the Thursday the 12th. I gave 3 signals. There was GJ, CHF, GBP, JPY, CHF, JPY, CAD, JPY. So we can start with GBP, JPY. So we had our entry there, our stop loss there, and we're just looking to take these lows, but we can still continue going down. So let's just see what happened. Yeah. So for this one, as you can see, the market really tried to get to our entry, but it failed. So this one did not trigger. Yeah, the trade just continued going in the direction we had already predicted, but it did not enter. That was GJ. This is CHF JPY, same thing. We had our entry there, our stop loss there. Our entry really didn't get into there. It just got very close, but really didn't get there, and then it just eventually melted in the direction where they already predicted. Okay, and then eventually, last but not least, we had CAD JPY, where we had our entry there and our stop loss right there. So let's just see what happened. This one dropped, then it actually triggered. Yeah, this one actually triggered, and then it started dropping. So our first TP was obviously right there, and then it just continued smashing and continued going down. In my course, the Bono Fx Academy, we teach how to hold on to trades. Yeah, what makes you not to know that the market is turning around and going up, and you know that the market is actually pushing down. As you can see, as I was saying, these sessions are very critical. London session and the New York session, and sometimes I also trade the Frankfurt, which happens at around this area, around 10. Yeah, so as it dropped, it continued dropping. There was some news, some New York news, which was happening around this area just before the London Open. Yeah, so we just waited for that because we knew it's gonna do something crazy. Yeah, so it went down, went up, then it continued going down more. So our TP got hit just before the New York Open. It was right there. So we never, so our psychology is always on point. So we don't take greed. We're not very greedy. So we just take all that the market can give us. We just let the trade go. We also teach how we can move our stop losses, when to move our stop losses into profit, and also remove partially some profits and just let the others run. But for me, 11 hours good enough for me. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so so we can calculate our reward for the week. So Monday we had 3.5, Tuesday we had 13.4 R, Wednesday we had 13.5, and then Thursday we had 11.8. Friday I did not give any signals, so if you add that up, that's 42.0 That's 42.2R, right? That's 42.2R. So what is significant with the reward is if you're risking, for example, let's say for example you're risking something like $50 per trade, so it's 50 times this for that week. So it will be 50 times 42.2, which will be 2,000. So it'll make $2,000 a week, which is really good, you know. Or let's say for example you have a smaller account than that per trade. So let's say for example you're doing you're risking, let's say, I don't know, $5. Yeah, so you do $5 by 42.2, you'll make you know, $200 a week, which is good enough, you know. Yeah.